Sometimes I always wonder why I feel so weird and out of place until I look back on my past and I realize that I've never felt normal or like in place or fit in any way. I'm just like, gosh, like literally no matter what I do, I just feel so odd and just, yeah, I just don't know what it feels to fit in or feel normal. And I'm starting to think maybe that's okay. That was the thought I had the other day, so I just kind of figured why not make a video digging deeper into it because that's just what I do. Like, I don't know. I have to talk about things in order to process them properly and fully understand why I feel a certain way, whether I'm talking out loud or in my head. It has to be done. So I guess ultimately the first question that I would ask myself is like, why is there even this need to fit in? And I think nowadays it's easier to be like, dude, like, why would you want to fit in? Or that's so lame. Like, be yourself. Like, that's just be yourself. Like, that's cool now. Like, to do that and not fit into societal norms. Like, that's super cool. And it's easy to say that. But at the same time, nobody wants to feel like an outsider or feel different in that different way. Like there's that good different and then there's the different where it's like you're looked at really weird. So I feel like when you do feel that way and you feel like the oddball out, there's this like innate subconscious programmed sense of normalcy that kind of chases after you in a way. Literally if you feel the tad bit different and it's disgusting. Is it disgusting? I don't know. I don't like it. But of course, we know that's due to society boxing in people. I mean, if you think about stereotypes and how a certain race is meant to be a certain way, quote unquote certain way. And like for being black, there's a certain when people sit here and think about black people, they go to a certain thought. Most people do. I don't because I'm not a fucking weirdo, but there's just those stereotypes, and if you don't fit into them, you're deemed as weird and like the odd one out. I think as you get older, you're surrounded by such a set group of people, and you notice how similar they are. Like the whole like grouping in with high school. Like, if you've seen Mean Girls and how they would group in the kids during lunch, like you got the emo kids and you got the popular girls and you got the and like if you get stuck in one of them, there's like this, I don't know, maybe it's conversion and like I said, just this want to fit in and seem normal in your set group. I don't know. It's easy to get wrapped into that, but inevitably you just, I mean, for me at least, I just end up feeling weird and still not in. Like I remember when I was working at my old job, when I first started working there, I realized that everybody was low key like the same and they had the same sayings, they would say the same things, they would respond the same way, da da da. And it didn't take long for me to start acting the exact same way because I knew that I didn't act like them, and so I didn't want to feel weird or out of place, so I just converted. Which is like really fucking lame. Don't do that. Deadass, don't do that. But yeah, I would just sit and question and wonder like why am I not like that? Even with like certain friends that I have now, I'm just like, how are we even like in how am I even in this like I don't know. Like I don't know. I just feel so different, and I really have to like sit back and look at my past and be like, okay, but has there ever been a time you've never not felt that way? Like I literally sit and think of any instances where I felt comfortable or like just perfectly fit into a group or a place or whatever, and I come up with zero. There's been zero instances. So really to feel that weird indifference within myself no matter where I go or who I hang out with is normal to me. That's the normalcy. I was practically built not to fit in, both physically and mentally. I mean, growing up, I was very freaking ugly. Like, maybe not when I was like a little girl, but during my no, even yeah. I wasn't pretty at all. That's why I have really bad face dysmorphia. I don't even know what I look. I feel so ugly right now, like genuinely, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. And then I also when I was around like 13, I like gained so much weight and I was like really fat. And so beauty standards was not there, and I'm already black, so it's like, come on. I'm black, but and it's like I don't have pretty curls, the quote unquote good curls that, black people like to say. Whatever. And then it's like mentally, I have major depressive disorder. I've been depressed since forever. I can't even remember when I haven't been. So why the fuck do I like sit here and think that I should or would ever feel like I would fit in with certain people? And it's like, what even is normal? I mean, essentially, it's a collection of behaviors and expectations of society that are deemed acceptable, whether that be by friends, family, random people on the street. But like, really, everybody has their own version as to what normal is to them. I think sometimes I like try to compare myself to people I see as normal and that seem normal to me, quote unquote, and like a stable mind and all that, but that's like kind of fucked up, because it's like, how could I just assume that? I mean, I would genuinely like hate for anybody to assume that about me. That's why I make these videos. Like, please do not assume that about me. I never want anybody to look at me and ever like, which I don't think that they ever will, but to think like, oh, I would want to be like her, da da da. Like, no, please don't wish that upon yourself. I don't know. It's just, you only ever see someone's outside while you see your entire inside. So I guess my point in that is just comparing yourself is so pointless and unnecessary. Anyway, I think like in conclusion, if you never fit in to begin with, like if you literally can never think of a time that you've ever felt like, oh yeah, I'm perfect here, or you've never felt just like weird or like a little bit different and out of place, then I think it's just a thing of accepting that you never will. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, why is that deemed as like a bad thing? But sometimes it's deemed as a bad thing because people make you feel weird for it. Like, whether you look different or you sound different or you dress different, people literally make you feel like odd if you don't. So I feel like sometimes you like, or I will try to compensate in another way by like either having a similar personality to a certain person or whatever, and it's just like, dude. And I think it's also like, I'd rather be different as long as I'm being me. Like, my anxiety is so bad, like it literally rises even if I'm hanging out with a friend that I know really well, or if I'm the one with the crazy RBF and not force myself to smile. Like, for an example, first of all, I have a nervous smile, and just, I feel like I naturally, it's not natural by just default though, but I think it's programmed within me to just always be very smiley, and I'm really not a dude. Like, my mom and my brother know I have a crazy RBF. If I'm literally not seen smiling, you'll be like, what the fuck is her problem? And I have no problem, but that's what I mean. Like, and so for the longest time, I would compensate by just always being smiley, like always smiling or having my lips turned up a certain way, because I don't want people to think that, oh, I'm mad or whatever, and I'm not. But I would do that rather than just be comfortable and be in my own skin and just. Anyway, I feel like if you're in a situation where certain people have this set expectation of you to be a certain way, fuck them, respectfully. Just be yourself, guys. Like, I think that's what I've been practicing a lot lately, and if anybody has a problem with that, which I don't understand why, fuck you. So freaking what? Like, they're literally nobody to you. They mean nothing. Like, I just feel like as society, we don't think this thought enough, and that is, you could really die tomorrow. First of all of us are gonna die. Like, we really, like, I feel like as society, we really have to start taking that in more, because I live by that every day. Like, I don't care anymore. You only have one life. If you sit here and like let people control how you actually are, or you dim yourself to fit in, it's just like, come on. Don't die being somebody that you actually weren't. Don't die pretending to be someone you actually weren't. Please. Anyway, like I said, I only have one life and I'm gonna live it being my true self into my own core in nature. And anybody who doesn't like it can suck my fat one. Bye.